Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside my broadcast partners, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. You guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Reggie Evans in this one?
And as rebounders go, guys, he is amazingly active on the board, relentless. And it serves two purposes. One, I mean, it gets him a lot of rebounds, of course, but two, it takes a lot of toll on the opposition. He'll wear you down.
Thomas with the ball. Now Green defending. Outside Terry. Kept alive by Sacramento. Swiped it away. One-on-one here. And he lobs it up. And Green slams it in.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
Gay dishes to Landry. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Newman. He had 16 points in the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, not to mention 4 big steals on the night. He's getting it done at both ends of the floor.
Well, an interesting revelation regarding Rudy Gay came out recently. I mean, he's had vision issues for years and refused to wear corrective lenses, contacts, or goggles. That might explain why a player with such a great looking stroke would struggle with his shooting percentages from outside.
There's Green with the three, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
A bit ago, Mike Malone and I were able to chat. He said they'll have to do a good job moving their feet on the defensive end or they'll get dunked on all night. He told me that they are very aware of the slashers and finishers they're facing and will try to turn them into jump shooters. Let's see how successful they are, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And he gets the bucket.
Yes, sir.
And Clark, you talked about Rudy Gay declining to wear contact lenses. Steve, that doesn't seem to make any sense to me.
Well, there's got to be a good reason for it, and I haven't talked to Rudy about it. But look, I mean, every player has to be comfortable out on the floor. You either, wear goggles or wear contacts or don't wear anything at all. I mean, it's whatever is comfortable. That's the most important thing.
Here's Newman. He's guarded by Thomas. Newman, the pass to Okafor. Stolen by Gay. 1:41 left in the first quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. Down low. Stolen away. 3-on-3. Here's McCallum. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Kings?
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Dishes it to Fry. For the three. Good. Fry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Releases. No good for McCallum.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
51 seconds left to play in the first. Christmas, and he uses the glass on the layup.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
There's McLemore. Sacramento again missing. The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
There's 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. There's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Fry.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
It's all tied in Sacramento. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And Phoenix, look at who they've got on the floor.
At the line for two. Substitution.
Here's Christmas. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, there was a time when the Suns were an up-and-down team. They'd push the tempo and do everything they could to get layups and shoot the three. Those days are history now. They're just not a very good shooting team from outside anymore.
Out left to the wing. And he's good on the three ball. 5 points in the game.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. Well, Clark, as you said, the Suns didn't shoot the ball well from distance. They would end up 28th in the NBA into the deep ball, Steve, making just under a third of their tries.
Well, of course, a lot of that has to do with the departure of Steve Nash. They didn't have somebody creating those easy looks. Remember, they also were without Channing Frye last year, one of their best three-point shooters who had to sit out the year with the heart issue.
Here's McCallum. He's covered by Newman. 6 to shoot. And McCallum kicks to Evans. This one for three. They get it again. Tipped away. Makes it off the glass. Evans has got his first bucket in this one.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here's Newman. He's guarded by Williams. Newman, the pass to Okafor. And he uses the glass on the layup. Okafor's got 4 points this quarter. Now McLemore, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
The basket good off the assist from Evans. And the Kings lead by 7.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Okafor. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Kings lead by 7. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Goran, how do you rate the team's performance thus far, and what are you expecting in the second half?
I mean, you know, we are battling. We as a team, and if we're gonna play like that, I think so. We're gonna be okay.
Goran, thanks for the time. Gotta love it when they battle, guys.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome, everyone. Let's see if we can spice up your Tuesday night with a little halftime report. Sacramento leading against Phoenix. Looking to get back on the right track while the season's still young. We'll see if they can tack on a win here tonight. Tenacious offensive rebounding. Their second chance points are piling up. A terrific first half for Rudy Gay. He has 11 points, and his two-way play has been good. Very active on the defensive side of the floor, bothering shots and bringing that energy all over the court. And still hanging in there, the Phoenix Suns. Their great passing has been fun to watch, keeping the ball moving and picking apart that D. Some terrific basketball from Eric Bledsoe. The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed one shot. Can you believe it? And now back to the game in Sacramento. Glad to have you with us.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we come back with the view of the Sacramento Capitol building. Welcome back, everyone. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
They've got Evans. Rudy Gay is out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's Terry in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Stolen by Bledsoe. Ball going up court. And Bledsoe throws it down hard.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And it's Evans missing.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Morris passes to Newman. Outside, Green. From 7. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 8 points for Emeka Okafor.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
They got right to the rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
That was a nice job taking it strong and forcing his way to the line. Well done. And, you know, for the Kings, with the new ownership group, a new coach, a new front office, and a new downtown arena on the horizon, it's exciting times for the Kings fans and a lot of newfound optimism around this team, too.
And the Suns making a change here. Dragic has checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Guys, for DeMarcus Cousins, who's so talented, controlling his temper has been an issue. He said, quote, "I get it from my mother. It's a problem I have. It helped me get where I am. But at the same time, I have to learn to be quiet and just try to have a positive mind. I'm trying to lead, just in a better way that will be accepted more. Guys, we'll see if he can turn it around."
That'll be the question. Thanks, Doris. Thomas outside. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Thomas got 9. And the Kings, a team that experienced a period of great success in the 90s, back the late 90s and early this century. But they had undergone a 7-year playoff drought, and Steve, times had gotten pretty dire.
Well, there's a lot of change in the air in Sacramento this season with new ownership, new management, new coaching, and some young talent with Ben McLemore. So I think there's hope going forward for the Sacramento Kings.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And it's Terry off the drive. And he sinks that one hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 6 points for him.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek had to say to his team. He mentioned defensive strategy right away. He wants fewer bodies in the paint and more on the perimeter to contest those perimeter jump shots. He wasn't done there. He also told them to put full effort into their rebounding at the defensive end, saying, quote, "Let's keep them off the glass. 1 shot per possession is all we're going to give up." Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Quincy Azy's checked in for the Kings. Cunningham comes in for Jason Terry.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Well, I tell you what, Isaiah Thomas, guys, was the last pick of the second round, 60th overall his draft year, but he has been terrific in pass and score, and has stepped into the starting point guard role for the Kings and showed he belonged.
Back to Gay. Wide open. again, Sacramento.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Newman, the pass to Morris. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got 6 points. Going back to Isaiah Thomas and the Kings, they really needed a true point guard to set the table for everybody. His emergence was a pretty nice story for this team.
Well, he's always been doubted because he's only 5'9", and he wasn't drafted high, wasn't recruited that heavily, but I think he's demonstrated that he can hold his own.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Fires top of the key. And the rebound goes to Jason Terry. Terry's got his third rebound on the night.
Well, I think one of the stories has been rebound.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Newman, he's in at point guard. Markieff Morris is out there with Gerald Green. Then it's Okafor. And it's Dragic in at the 2 spot. Thomas, no luck.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. Let's look at some numbers for Green. He has 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Going forward, I think it'd be a good idea to let him spend a little more time behind the arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
Rudy Gay's checked in for McLemore. And absolutely, Clark, they're just too tough inside.
Yeah, Kevin, they've completely dominated the boards here, and that's a major factor in what looks to be a win.
And that 4th foul might force him to scale back the aggression defensively a little bit. He does not want to pick up number 5.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Double team on Thomas. Clock at 4. Looking to get back on track here. And it's good on the layup. And the Kings lead by 12.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Kings.
On a given night, 1 or 2 guys might have the off night from the line, but today the team did a much better job with their free throws.
They did not lose focus, and that made a huge difference in the result.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Gay. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
And Phoenix making a change here. Lenz checked in for Okafor. Fry comes in for Markieff Morris. Goodwin's checked in for Green. And it's Barbosa in for Goran Dragic. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Count that one.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
And the basket good.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. So it's the Kings winning this one.
Yes, Kevin. Well, Rudy, you guys look.
Sure you know why I'm here?
Yeah, I missed those 2 free throws. Really hurt us out there.
Yeah, that's right. Those are the kind of mistakes you can't be making at this stage in your career if you want to keep getting more minutes.
It was a fluke. It's not going to happen again.
Well, I just talked to Coach, and that's certainly our hope. But to make sure that, he wants you to hit the gym and work on those free throws.
Okay. Tomorrow morning then?
No, not tomorrow morning. Right now.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Seriously? Don't we all got somewhere to be?
It don't matter. You got to learn, and Coach sees this as a perfect opportunity to teach you an important lesson.
Wow. All right, then. I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
You were really showcasing your passing skills out there tonight. getting double-digit assists for the first time in your career. What was your game plan going in that led to your setting up your teammates so well?
You know, I feel like I can score at will, but it really takes a special kind of player to be able to get his teammates to score at will, too. I was hitting guys right in the hands all night long, and it was so nice to see them converting. So nice.
All right, here's the deal. Coach wants you to make 50 free throws before you get out of here. You missed 2 in a row, the count starts over. You ready?
That's pretty hardcore, but yeah, I'm ready.
There you go. Wasn't too hard, was it?
Yeah, whatever you say, Coach. Can I get out of here now?
Yeah. You put in the work, I expect to see you move ahead in your game in the future.
Yeah, don't worry about that, man. I don't plan on being back here again.
All right.
Thanks for stopping by. As you know, it's important for me to regularly check in with all of our players. So, how you feeling about the team at this point of the season?
I mean, everything's going great. The guys are great, coach is great, I'm great.
You are.
Man, do you know Bob from maintenance?
Yeah, I do. He's a good man. You know, tomorrow's his birthday.
What?
Yeah, don't forget to wish him a happy birthday when you see him in the hallway.
I will definitely not forget to do that.
And ask him to come by and clean my windows.
That's what I was just going to say,
Dude, I'm
man.
telling you, I've been working on it, and he's been pretty busy, though, with stuff, so.
You're the boss, man.
I know. Well, I'm a nice boss, so.
It's crazy.
That's the thing, yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to hit it.
Yeah, coach just buzzed me a couple seconds ago. You're late for practice, so you better get down there.